Jeremy. Welcome back to game 57 of the tournament where we are playing Vanarus. It's turn 31, and not last turn. Was it last turn? Last turn. Yeah, last turn. Last turn was ow, painful. Not debilitating, but I think at the end of the day, we did enough damage for it to still be in our favor, though it could have been more in our favor. So we'll take it. What's going on this turn, right? We have completed Evocation 3. Did I talk about that? I might not have talked about that last turn. We did a swap, right? We were on the construction run because we were feeling ourselves, and we're like, yeah, we're fine, whatever. We're feeling ourselves less, need a little more power, need to do the run. So where can we get power? Evocation is a pretty easy place for Vanarus to get power, so we're running up Evocation, aiming for 4. There's a couple things we pick up in 3, but aiming for 4 for primarily 2 things. We'll talk about those in just a second. Doing some more Firebirds. We did a Voice of Absolute this turn, didn't find anything. We did find 2 sites in Darmum, a Singing Tree and a Shimmering Waterfall. So that is +2 and +1 on the Glamour. Our Glamour's actually looking pretty fucking hot right now. Now we can't actually do a lot with Glamour, unfortunately, but maybe we can force our way into it and see how it goes. We also found a Thunder Oak in Sotera. So that's nice. Get another air gem. And then we didn't find anything else. We got a bunch of battles, as is expected, right? So Nidavellir has to push. Now, they have to push. We, in the previous kind of arc of this war, I think this is probably the beginning of the 3rd arc or act of this war. First act, from the bump all the way up until them attacking us on our capital and us winning that battle. Second arc, from that point up until us attacking them on their capital and losing that battle, and now is the beginning of the 3rd act. They have to push, because if they don't, I mean, they could try to piece us out, but I don't know what they would offer us for us to be able to take, because our other option is go after Satis, right? That's okay. That's not gonna be great. And I actually think we're doing pretty well at this point. I'm pretty happy. So they've got to push. Otherwise, if we're allowed to just keep our borders, we're going to scale way better than they will. And we've already seen how well the Chud fare against them. So it's just a matter of putting together another massive stack and being like, okay, here we go. I don't think they can sustain the losses, whereas I think at this point we kind of can, right? So they need to push. They are pushing. So battle in Starthenthorn. The thing about this is they're pushing right into where we are going. So this is not going to end well for them. We've got enough here to definitely take on what they threw. So Bear Clan, they do take out 1 Herdman and 1 Heavy Cav. Not a big deal. We get hit in Yrick Balcor. So this is actually interesting. What? Oh, he's got to have a sailor, right? Gotta have a sailor. That's gotta be the thing, right? Otherwise, what the fuck? Oh, there he is. No? Question mark. So we get hit here. If it was just the Bear Clans, we'd be fine. Just the Wolf Clan, we'd be fine. But those Nadilvas are... I say we'd be fine. We might not be fine. But those Nadilvas, no fucking way. How the fuck did he... Oh! Oh, this was the force that was in Gentle Woods. He just attacked from Gentle Woods into Yrick Balcor. Okay, gotcha. We attack in Mornwoods. This was the cobbled together bullshit that couldn't make it to Starthenthorm, so I knew would just die in y'all. And we I guess we could have just gone to Gentle Woods. Probably would have been for the best. But I decided, hey, let's just take it and see if we can, like, strike out at a province and make it painful for him. The answer to that question is no. No, we cannot. That's a lot more Nadilvas. Okay, that's the thing. My poor Scorpion Beast. He served us well for a very short amount of time. So that didn't work, but we didn't really care about this stuff. It was just the dregs of the retreat. We did kill 5 Nadilvas, so alright, sure, we'll take it. It's not worth, but we'll take it. We get attacked in Ial, and this is the army, the remnants of the army that we fought, progressing forward against us, right? So this is exactly what we expect. The mages are all still here too. So, 270 units. Got a couple of crow clans. Got the big Seathmather, however the fuck you pronounce that crow. This guy's really fucking cool. Got some wolf clan Seathberenders. 80-ish bear clan. He's got 25-ish Idbetheds, 66 Shade Beasts. Oof. Okay, so that's gonna be the problem. This is what we're having to actually look at. We also get attacked in Summer Bay. Just clearing up his cap, of course. More Bear Clan. He is putting a lot into just summoning Bear Clan all over the place. This is PD that we had put in there previously, so they're gonna lose, but maybe they'll do a little bit of damage to the Bear Clan. One damage. Now, do we actually do anything in Gentle Woods? So we sent in a stack of Herdmen and some Heavy Cav here, and he actually, I think this is a mistake. I think that he's giving me position, and he should not. So Air Gems +3 in Devon, cool. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, he attacked into Yrick Balcor with this stack, 36 units. We attacked into Gentle Woods with 48 units, mostly Herdmen. I think if he PD dumped this and, like, sent, because we keep seeing, like, Bear Clan in Iron Range and in, like, other areas and things like that. I think if he had just full sent as much as he could into Gentle Woods and PD dumped it, he probably could have held that. And not holding that is a problem, because me holding it is going to stopgap his ability to push, and he has to push. So here's Eol. Here's Starthenthorm. We most definitely, this is 119 units, 20 Herdmen, 18, 21. We cannot beat what is in Eol right now. We don't have to beat what's in Eol right now. We can retreat because we still have a chokehold here. So that is what we're doing. So primary concepts that we are doing this turn is we are reinforcing Gentle Woods. We have another 35 Herdmen coming in. We put in a little bit of PD, but not a lot of PD. But I think with, 80-ish Herdmen here, we're probably going to be mostly okay. Even if he attacks with everything from Yrick Balcor and everything from Summer Bay, we probably will be fine. If there's some other sneaky thing, then, that's going to be a problem. But again, I think we're at the point of, even if he's full sent all of this into Gentle Woods, even if we didn't win, I think we would kill so much that we would still be okay, right? Obviously we want to win, but And then we're retreating from Starthenthorm into the Cursed Lands, and you can see a lot of red arrows heading in that general direction, right? So the primary things is that we are sending 80 Herdmen into Devon that can reinforce the Cursed Lands next turn. Not only that, we are sending several mages in with gems for group bark skin, etc., etc. So this is going to be closer to a 200 stack with mage support, including probably mages from our capital in the guise of our Vanabogs. We will hit Evocation 4 next turn. Specifically, we will hit Evocation 4 because I stopped Firebirds with my god this turn in order to research. So we will have Evocation 4 next turn so that we can script a couple of Thunder Strikes. We won't be able to script a lot of Thunder Strikes, but at this point in the game, just a few Thunder Strikes can make a big difference, right? Because the strike itself only has an area of effect of 1, but it'll kill whatever it hits in that area, if it hits, obviously, right? But it has an area of effect 10 for armor negating shock damage, right? So a couple of those spread throughout his army can actually do a shit ton of damage. Topping that kind of concept off with the idea of having, you know, close to matching his units, being able to PD dump, and I think we'll be just fine in Cursed Lands. I'm so convinced that we'll be fine in Cursed Lands. Some people already saw this, but I'm so convinced we'll be fine in Cursed Lands that I'm dropping a fucking fort in Iron Peaks. We are not going to win this by just, you know, simple blah 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 blah. My bless beats your bless. I got this tech, blah, etc. etc. I mean, we don't have a bless, and our tech will eventually beat his tech, but we're gonna beat him by outproducing him. We're gonna beat him by just throwing Herdmen into his face repeatedly, and the Herdmen going, "Hey, cool. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill 3 or 4 units before I die." That's how we're gonna beat him. So I am wholly confident that we will be able to defend in Cursed Lands to the point to where I'm almost in his face throwing up a palisade here. Now, hopefully he's not gonna like Wolf Clan this province now, right? That would suck. That would honestly, that would suck. But even at that point, I don't think it would be the end of the world, right? Like legitimately, I think this might be a bad take. I think this is now our war to lose, but it's an our war to lose on a timeline, right? So if we don't take care of it sooner rather than later, it might not matter because either Man or Satis might just be like too big at that point. So we'll see. What are we doing this turn? More Vanarusian sages, more Herdmen, more Hirses for leadership, and more Herdmen. So yeah, more Vieden. Nothing else really going on because we had to spend so much money dropping a. That's it. Evocation 4, also a potentially slight dip into enchantment. We might actually roll up enchantment. I don't think we're looking at enchantment 2 for anything too crazy. We do get personal flight out of that, and that is mostly what we're looking for there, but we're probably going to continue to push up enchantment for other things like Gift of Flight specifically, because if we get another fight for him, we can throw some Gift of Flight on some Herdmen in a back row and then have them go into his back line. So that's one option. But also regeneration is another thing that we can throw on if we get up to enchantment 3 before a big fight happens. So really, holding this choke, getting another Viet in here, and establishing a choke in Cursed Lands, depending on how he reacts, right? I think if he attacks in Gentle Woods with everything, I think we win there. If he just keeps marching this army, chasing after us, we'll just hold in Cursed Land and be like, fight me. Try. And very, very potentially, by the way, he lost his mercs this turn. He didn't pay for them, which I understand. They're super fucking expensive. But we could very well, if he keeps chasing us, we could very well just next turn drop a shit ton of mercs in Cursed Land, or even a shit ton of mercs in Gentle Woods. So we've got a lot of options open. I'm feeling pretty okay about things right now. Our temples, we're still only at Dominion 2. So we do need to fix that. We are headed down here with this goad to drop a temple here. And I think at that point... is that enough? Because isn't it 4 additional... Yeah, it's not enough yet. We'll need we need 2 more, right? So we needed 4 for our first additional Dominion strength. I think we need another 4 for our Dominion strength 3, I believe. Doesn't count the first one, does it? Where's our 7th? Oh, right there. Sorry, that's it. So maybe it is this one. Maybe we will get another one. So we're gonna drop a temple probably next turn if we don't have to do like a massive PD dump. But we're close to getting our 3rd Dominion strength, and it's at that point that I am going to become significantly less worried about being dom killed. Now, obviously, it's still something that he could potentially do. But we have effective ways to fight against it, right? We can start blood hunting, and then start utilizing the blood hunting, the blood slaves to blood sack, right? So and we got preachers we could recruit. So I'm not super worried about that. Actually, we've got a fair amount of priests in places. We got priest here. We'll have priests here. If we throw one here, we'll have priests here. So we could get a lot of priests if need be. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's it. That's turn 31. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.